Good morning all, welcome back to the channel, KK&EV. Glad to see you back. If you're not subscribed yet, I suggest you do so. It's law, you have to do it. Although it's free, but you have to do it, it's law. Get it done. Joking apart, welcome back. This is all about my heat pump. Now I'm a big advocate for green energy, as you well know. Anything to do with helping the planet, saving people money more than anything else, and getting good air quality. I do as much as I can, okay? And if everyone did that, I think there'd be massive bonuses made, but there's a lot of people out there who do absolutely sod all. Anyway, moving on. My heat pump from Octopus Energy was installed around 8 months ago with a good warranty and everything else, and very professionally fitted. It's on the channel. If you'd like to go and see how it was fitted, it is there. And talking about saving money, if you're thinking about coming across to Octopus Energy for your electric and gas supply, please use these numbers. Also, if you're thinking about having a heat pump or some solar, use these numbers. You'll save some money. Well, I'm standing in front of my own purple face Octopus COSY 6, which I've already told you about has gone wrong. But this is a brand new one. Let me just show you. Voila! As you can see, there is no difference between this one and the one that was fitted previously, but there is a bit of a... No, that's on rubber blocks, I believe. That's what makes it vibrate a little bit. I don't know if it's any noisier than the one they took out, but it's, to me, looks exactly the same. So that's the COSY 6. Now, the only way that I knew that they fitted another one, a new one, was the fact that I saw it delivered.
Speaking of which, I'm happy to hear you. Yeah, exactly. They're straight down the back show, wouldn't they? Hey! Clearly went on its own accord then.
And I'll get to the point why I got a brand new one in just a moment. And there is a serial number on these things around the back here. Yeah. There is a plate there somewhere. Whew, a little bit of a bend down to get to that. But anyway, yeah, that's the baby there. That's a brand new COSY 6 at 8 months old. So you have to ask yourself, why? Why was it not repaired on site? Well, let's dig a little deeper and I'll try and explain. Excuse the sound of the pond, not a lot I can do about that. The first time it went wrong, that we realised that it wasn't actually working, was when I set a schedule on the app, and then the schedule said it was on, but the radiators inside the house were still cold. So I came out here, looked at this, and this fan was not going round. Couldn't hear anything from it whatsoever. So all I did was email Octopus Energy, told them the situation, didn't make a big thing about it, didn't say it was an emergency or anything, and maybe that's where I went wrong, I should have done. But we had no heating. So after seeing the fan not going round, but the app telling me it was warming up, as I'll show you there on the app there, look, that's what it says. It normally says warming up when it's working. Well, come outside, and if that's not going around and making the noise and blowing your head off, it ain't working, it ain't doing it. So no heat from the radiators whatsoever. I did try everything. I tried to take it off the schedule. I tried to boost charge it. I tried to turn it on, as you can all do on the app. I turned the hub off, I turned the hub back on. I lost Wi-Fi, gained Wi-Fi back. But it does turn out, I've found out since, that if you set a schedule and you lose your Wi-Fi, that thing there will still go on schedule. So don't worry about that too much if you lose Wi-Fi, because once your schedule's fitted and done and on there, that will come on, if it's working of course, on any schedule that you put on through the app. So there was that, I have been told that, and a bit of education since. So I didn't know what to do, so I emailed Octopus again, second time. The following day, we'd gone through one night having no heating. Weren't too bad, it wasn't too cold. I rang them direct. They put me through to another department and they apologised and said no, this should have been looked at and this should have been what they class as an emergency. because obviously no heating, winter, start off, they ain't too happy about that going down on you. They want it repaired, they want it right, you know, you've paid for a service and they want it done. So I'll give them the do. I had a technician round within 3 hours of making that call in the morning. Come 1 o'clock, he was round here. He spent nearly 3 hours round here, scratching his head, making a lot of calls to the tech department and everything else. After spending a lot of time trying to do something with it, he knew he couldn't fix it, but he knew it was nothing to do with the bottom electrics or water. It was definitely the fan. So the fan was not operating, the rest of it was okay. So this brings me to the next thing of why I got a brand new one. Turns out that they've never ever known one. With all the phone calls they made and talking to the tech department and my homework, they've never known one to go down at 8 months old and not be able to get repaired on site. So that leads me to a question. Why? Why could it not be fixed on site with just the new fan being put in it? Well, it turns out they don't do that. What happened with this baby here was that it was took away when the new one arrived, and we'll get back to that in a moment, and it went back to Ireland. They ship them back to Ireland, rip it apart to see why it failed miserably, so that they've got that as backup and information for the techs to use next time round. But the complete whole thing was never used again. They do not really remanufacture them, which was a bit perturbing because I thought they'd remanufacture them and put them straight back out there as brand new units. But no, they don't do that. And that could not be repaired on site, here at my address. I've come back in, it was getting a bit cold out there. So in continuation with this story, I found it a bit shocking that they couldn't actually fix it on site, and I also found it shocking that, like I say, they don't remanufacture them. Because they are brand new installers, and they have to install brand new, it's not worth their time sending a remanufactured unit out to have the same issue or another issue, you know, just down the road. So I think that's why they don't do it. I'm hoping that when they scrap it, they do take all the parts out of it and the shell and then reuse the shell on another one. Hopefully they do that, because what a waste of money and time if they don't, you know. But and those things are not cheap, you know. I would guess to buy that on its own out of warranty, wow, £4 grand? I don't know. I'm taking off the top of my head here. 3, 4, £5,000? No idea of the actual cost of a Cozy 6 on its own. If you do know, comment below. Again, I'll give them the do. Well, they ordered it there and then at around 3, 4 o'clock. The following day, they came around with a brand new one on a pallet, delivered. Van, I wasn't here at this stage. I was making another video and taking my Aura 3, or the wife's Aura 3 EV, up for some new software up to Sutton in Ashfield. You can see that if you want to watch it, by the way, it's on the channel. But I wasn't here when they came. Now, 3 or 4 technicians were around here at the one time, getting it all done, electrician and 2 other guys. They fitted it and had it all ready to go by 12 o'clock. The biggest issue was reconnecting it all, because it's got a brand new serial number, to my app. I wasn't here. I had my phone and my app in Sutton in Ashfield. I get a call from the good lady wife saying, when you're going to go back, they want you to get back here to see if you can get it going again on the app. I've tried installing on mine and it won't have it. So I gets here, and obviously the first thing to do is try and get that working using my app. Well, we could not get it connected to the Wi-Fi to begin with, so I had no control over it, because it's a different serial number, it's a different machine. So, you know, I could do nothing with it. So it took us about an hour to an hour and a half for a guy in the tech department, their end, and the tech who was here, and myself, to reinstall the app, to put the app back on, to go through it all, and eventually, boom, we got connected again back onto the Wi-Fi. Then I could put in new schedules and everything else, because that's a brand new unit with a different serial number. Anyway, it sparked up, it works. Since they've been gone now for the last 2 days, it's been perfect. This is all brand new. You can see it out there now. Look, if I poke you around, there she is, look in the corner. It baffles me why it only lasted 8 months before it gave me an issue. So I'm going to wrap this up here. It was just to let you know that, you know, I do tell the dirty facts as well as the good stuff when it comes to my green energy and everything else. And Has it put me off Octopus Energy? No, they were very quick. To get a brand new unit around here the following day, I thought was excellent. There was no quibble, no arguing about it. It was done and dusted. Did the technicians do the best they could? Yes, they did. Was there a bit of an issue trying to get it all connected again? Yes, there was, but they sorted that out. Has it cost me anything? No, it's not cost me a dime. It's totally under warranty. So what do I take from this? Well, I take things can go wrong, even with heat pumps and modern technology, as much as it can do a gas boiler. I am not having a crack at Octopus Energy. I'm not going to have a crack to say that, you know, it shouldn't do this, it's only 8 months old. Shit happens, and when shit happens, I'm afraid it hits the fan. See what I did there? Anyway, so yes, don't be put off by my experience here, because it was all done professionally and put right very well indeed. So I can't knock anyone for that. So any comments, please drop below. If you know anything, anyone else that's had this issue about the fan just packing up and a complete unit being replaced within that amount of time, comment below. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, that's it. I'm going. I'm out of here. It's time to get back in the house, I think. Put some heat on and go and watch some telly. Watch YouTube, actually. See you all later. Bye bye.